Welcome to this video today, which is all about a profitable Forex trading system. It's totally free and anyone can use it, and it actually made several $100 million. What I want to do is go through the story of how the system came together, why it is a good system, and why so few traders actually even look at it or would consider using it despite the fact it made such huge profits. Now, the system I'm referring to is based upon the Turtle trading rules. They were devised by Richard Dennis, a very famous trader back in the 80s, and he got together with another guy called Bill Eckhart. And what they wanted to do was to see if they could teach people with no trading experience to follow a system to success. So what they did was they advertised for people in the Wall Street Journal. They got numerous replies, but they were picking out a group of people who basically never traded before. They wanted a diverse group. So you had a guy who designed games, a lady who was an auditor, a security guard, a kid who'd just come out of school, an accountant. They were all basically from different backgrounds, different ages, both sexes. But the one thing they had in common is they'd never traded before. And what Dennis and Eckhart did was they sat them down for 2 weeks and taught them the system's rules and why the system worked. And then they gave them some capital to trade with. And the rest is really history. And they went on to make several $100 million. And it's seen as one of the great experiments of all time in trading to show that anyone could trade successfully if they wanted to and had the right system they had confidence in. And, they only had 2 weeks training. Many of those traders are still trading today, and the system was really, really simple. And the system itself, if you read the rules, you can see how simple it is. It's basically a breakout system. It's based upon getting into long-term trends and holding them and liquidating losers quickly, keeping those losses small. So the system itself is a long-term trend following system. It's simple, it's very robust, and I think it won about 30% of its trade, so it's losing 70% of the time. Of course, that doesn't really matter if your profits are far bigger than your losses, and of course, big trends in the Forex markets or any financial market will last a long time. Now, the system itself, if you read the rules, you can see exactly why it does work long term. We can also understand why it is quite hard to follow. The reason it's quite hard to follow is you have to take long losing periods and keep executing the system with discipline. And with any Forex trading system, you have to do this. Today, though, traders don't want to take drawdown. They just want to, focus on systems that they see online, which just basically don't work. They're manufactured. You see a lot of systems, and they will say they win 90% of their trades. There's hardly any drawdown at all. Just a nice smooth upward equity curve. That is not the reality of Forex system trading. Not just for the Turtle trading system, but for any mechanical trading system. Even the top professionals who are making those great long-term profits will be suffering sometimes months of drawdown. That is the reality of system trading. You can only program a system to trade one way. So if you programmed it for trend following, it'll make money when there are trends around. When markets are sideways, it won't make any money. If you program a system to hit overbought extremes or oversold extremes, a volatility system, it'll only work when there is high volatility. So you can't have a system that makes consistent profits, month on month, which most traders want. You have to look at system trading over years. And I think, despite the fact the system is, soundly based, it will actually still work today if you trade it on enough contracts, despite the changes in volatility we've seen in the markets. Traders don't want to consider it. They don't want to take that drawdown. And yet it's the only way to make money with Forex trading systems is to take drawdown in the short term and focus on the longer term. Over months, performance is going to be highly, erratic. You might have good months, you might have several bad months of losses, but longer term you can make money. And I think traders, when they come into the forex markets, they fall for the hype. They'll buy systems from marketing companies that claim that they make money very consistently. It's just not true. If you want to trade forex and you want to make money with the system, trade long term. Read the turtle trading rules. Even if you don't use the system, you'll see how a system is soundly devised with proper money management and robust entry and exit rules. There's another free system as well, which basically is very similar to the turtle trading rules. It's Richard Donchin's 4-week rule. That is another free system that makes money, and you can look at my videos on that. And these systems will work longer term. Don't have to pay for them. What you do have to do is have the discipline to follow them. And I think if you want systems, those two are a great place to start. Do not buy all the overhyped systems on the net, which basically don't come from traders at all. They're not successful trading systems, and they'll never work. They're mostly back tested, and they just have unrealistic profit drawdown. So if you want a system trade, it's long term, and you need to understand how and why the system will make you money to follow it with confidence and discipline. The logic of Donchin's 4-week rule and the turtle trading rules, very simple to understand. Trade them with discipline, and you can achieve long-term trading success. Thank you for watching this video. Take care and have a good day.